The United States Navy has challenged a Chinese warship in the South China Sea near the Philippines, where new military bases are being established for U.S. forces deployed to the country. The Philippine President, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., recently announced that rotating batches of U.S. forces will indefinitely stay in 4 new Philippine military camps, in addition to the 5 local bases designated under a 2014 Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. The new bases will include areas in the northern Philippines, which is likely to infuriate China as it would provide U.S. forces with a well-situated staging ground close to southern China and Taiwan. Marcos stated that there are 4 extra sites scattered around the Philippines, some in the north, some around Palawan, and some further south. The particular locations will be announced soon and will boost the country's ability to defend the eastern side of its largest island, Luzon, which is the closest main Philippine island to Taiwan. A former Philippine military chief has publicly stated that the U.S. has asked for access to military bases in the provinces of Isabela, Zambales, and Cagayan, all on the island of Luzon facing north towards Taiwan, and on Palawan in the southwest near the disputed Spratly Islands in the South China Sea. Some local government leaders are opposed to Marcos's decision to allow U.S. forces access to the country, worried they would be dragged into a conflict if one arose between the U.S. and China over Taiwan. However, Marcos has reached out to local government officials to convey the importance of the expanded U.S. military presence in their areas. He believes that the officials will come around to accepting the agreed U.S. military sites in their areas. The U.S. has committed $80 million to infrastructure investments at the 5 current bases. Addressing Philippine troops, Marcos stated that the external threat to the country's security was becoming more complex and unpredictable. He was aware of an emerging threat to the country's territory, which would require adjustments in their strategy. China has accused Washington of taking steps to contain the Chinese militarily and of driving a wedge between Beijing and its Asian neighbors, such as the Philippines. The Chinese embassy in Manila recently stated that creating economic opportunities and jobs through military cooperation is tantamount to quenching thirst with poison and gouging flesh to heal wounds. Such cooperation will seriously endanger regional peace and stability and drag the Philippines into the abyss of geopolitical strife and damage its economic development. U.S. and Philippine forces are due next month to hold one of their largest combat exercises called Balakatan, Tagalog for shoulder to shoulder.